Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Cameron here, and today we got a bit of a different video. I'm going to be helping you guys out with hard versus soft mouse pads. I'm going to be going over 5 topics in this video, so make sure you stay tuned for all of it, because we're going to be going over the design, the pricing, precision, the feel, and just overall the pros and cons to hard versus soft mouse pads. As you guys can see, we got this hard mouse pad that I have on top of this cloth mouse pad. This is a cloth mouse pad that I've had for over like 5 or 6 months now. But this hard mouse pad I did get about a month ago, and there's a lot of really cool aspects to each of them. So we're going to dive into all that now, but before we go over all that, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you hit the sub button and like the video. It really does help me out, help support the channel. But yeah, let's dive into it. So the first thing we're going to be going over is design. But before we cover just all these basics here, just keep in mind that this is all just down to personal preference with whichever one you guys choose to use, and it will be different based on whoever is using it for how you will feel about each of these different options. But let's first go over design. So taking a look at the hard mouse pad, it boasts to have 3 different layers. As you can see on the back, it has like this rubberized grippy backing, and that's just to, you know, make it stay in place on your desk. I'm not sure what the heck the middle layer is. It doesn't say anything about that, but the top is a polypropylene top, which is better known as a hard plastic top, basically. I don't know why they have a different name for it, but whatever. It's a hard plastic top, and what I like about it is it's a little gridded. So it's it has some texture to it, which I think helps with the mouse when it's moving along. I think it helps it track a little bit better. So that's kind of nice. Other than that, it's just a hard mouse pad. It has like barely any bend to it. And it is a little smaller than my cloth mouse pad, but overall it is very smooth, like super smooth when you're moving around on it. Now let's talk about the soft mouse pad. So this is a cloth braided fiber cloth mouse pad, and that sounds fancy, but this thing, keep in mind, each of these are like 15 bucks. Like, it's 15 bucks for this one, 15 bucks for this hard mouse pad. And what I like about it is soft, so it feels good like on your hand and wrist and stuff when you're moving around on the desk. Other things I like about it is this one is a much bigger. I got like a lot more volume of mouse pad for the same amount of cost, and it's hard to find very big mouse pads for like hard mouse pads. So other things that I think are really nice about this is it's hard to find RGB mouse pads that are hard, like this one. There's no RGBs that you usually come with these ones, but on these like soft mouse pads, there's a ton of RGB options, and I love RGB, so that's again why I chose the soft mouse pad initially. But really, that's all it comes down to with design. I mean, they're just different types of surfaces. I think that the soft is a little bit more comfortable on my hands personally, but the extra grit on the hard mouse pad maybe helps it would be a little bit more precise, like especially when it comes to micro aiming. I'm gonna go over that in the next topic. So the next thing that we're gonna cover is precision. So each mouse is claimed to be very good for gaming when it comes to shooters and precision in general. But one thing I did want to mention, and this is my personal take after using both a hard and a soft mouse pad, is the soft one is better for like rapid, very far movements. And the reason for that is there's resistance. There's a little bit of resistance on the cloth mouse pad that kind of keeps it in place more. So I can like swing around precisely to like key areas a lot more easily with a little bit of friction with the resistance of the soft mouse pad. When we're using the hard mouse pad, it's just personally, and this might just be because I haven't used it as much, but it's a little bit harder to judge. What the heck? It's a little harder to judge exactly where my mouse lands, like where my pointer lands when I'm moving it around. Also, there's a little bit of wobble, you'll notice, and the reason for that is because, again, there's no friction on these hard mouse pads. So when I zoom around, and you'll notice a little bit of wobble where the cloth would normally, because it has that resistance, keeps it in check and doesn't allow it to have that wobble effect. So that's one thing also I just wanted to mention. Now the other thing though is that the hard mouse pad is smooth. Like, I feel like because of the fact that there isn't any resistance, it's so easy. Like, the amount of movement to be able to actually get it to move is so easy. So that's one thing that I really like about the hard mouse pad, honestly. Like, I feel like I could get from point A to B maybe in nano milliseconds, like, faster, because of the no resistance, which could mean that, you know, I don't die because I'm able to flick on a guy faster than they're able to shoot me, even by like that micro nanosecond. So the other thing with precision that I've noticed, when I'm actually aiming, let me actually grab a sniper, hang on a second. Okay, so here's the other thing. Like, when I'm aiming and I'm using the hard mouse pad, when I'm aiming, I feel like there's a lot less resistance. So like, micro aiming seems to be like a lot easier with the hard mouse pad because of the no resistance. When you're aiming in small areas, you can move it around in the tiniest way possible that I just can't really do as well and recreate on the soft mouse pad. Like, when I aim on the soft mouse pad, it feels weird trying to get it to like move in a tiny amount compared to a hard mouse pad. So I feel like for micro aiming, the hard mouse pad is kind of the winner, but when it comes to macro aiming, moving quickly from side to side, this soft mouse pad kind of takes the cake for me personally. Alright, so with precision out of the way, let's move on to pricing. So, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, the pricing for these is actually very low. Like, pricing really isn't a huge deal when it comes to mouse pads right now. You can find each of them under 10 bucks. Like, I found hard and soft mouse pads under 10 bucks. I chose for kind of a middle of the line, a little under 20 bucks for each of these mouse pads. So they're really not that expensive, and they don't really differentiate very much when it comes to pricing. Now, some things that will affect your pricing with these is the brand you get. Also, if you get like a larger size, like depending on what kind of size you get of a hard or a soft mouse pad, they can climb up to like 60 bucks. Next, we're going to be tackling personal preference. So, like I mentioned with all this, it just comes down to personal preference. Do you want to be able to move much more quickly? If so, the hard mouse pad. If you want to have more precision when you're I don't know, flicking on people and stuff, and with big movements, if you want to be more precise, I'd say the soft mouse pad, although it's not as fast due to the friction on the surface. So there is going to be some pros and cons here. Unfortunately, it's not like one is the predominant winner when it comes to this instance, but there are some things that can make you a little bit better depending on which one you choose. If you're a player that is more of a slower paced gamer, I would say the soft mouse pad is 9 out of 10 going to be your best option. If you're a player that is very fast, extremely skilled, and does not really miss shots ever, and is able to just be a little bit more skilled when it comes to aiming, the hard mouse pad would probably be better for you, because in that case you're going to be able to move around that much quicker, and it's going to make it a little easier for you. So I hope that all this kind of helped you guys out. In conclusion, there's a lot of good choices out there, just depending on whatever one you want to use. I would say that if you're able to, try them both out, because that's the only way to really know which one you prefer the most. But yeah, this has been Cameron. If you guys are interested in purchasing one of them, you can find my links to both of my mouse pads down below. And that's basically it, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Remember to drop a sub on the channel, and peace out for now.